8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
Well, hello, everyone. Look at that. I hopped off of one chat and right back onto another. Didn't even fucking get up. Hey, firefighter. Long time no see.
Yeah. I was too busy fighting automatons.
That's true. It happens.
My twin was in the previous chat.
That's true. There's an AI twin here to take over. I need to pull that shit up because you're right. We need to talk about the Guns of Shot show.
Oh, speaking of which, since we're on the firearms chat now, a local gun shop here in my part of Northeast Ohio is in June putting on a mini SHOT Show.
A mini SHOT Show? Okay.
Yeah, where they're getting like reps from all over like the Midwest for all the big companies to come and be like, hey, here's what we got coming out for like just people, and it's free to go.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I actually had this stuff pulled up to fucking show a couple weeks ago, and I don't remember.
Yeah, because like right before today's chats, like I literally saw the Firearms Blog TV put up our 10 best pistols in our opinion from SHOT Show.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, to the audience out there, while we are sitting here having fun, I am going to be playing around with a new piece of gear. It's nothing crazy, by the way. But I bought this.
What is that?
It is a MOLLE attachment for this holster. So this is, can you see that, what that says?
Taser.
This is my Taser 7 holster that I use at work. And I've been keeping it on my belt, and I fucking hate it on my belt. So I want to get it on my vest to get it off my belt. I have too much shit on my belt at work. I've got keys, cuffs, mags, pistol, and a taser. Fucking takes up a lot of space. Fucking tired of it. So
flashlight?
Yeah, well, the flashlight's on my vest. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to grab my vest. My vest is right behind me because I'm going to attach this to my vest whilst we're doing the shit we're doing tonight. But I didn't want to buy a whole new fucking holster because they're like $50, and I shouldn't have to buy this holster. This is for work. This is the holster they gave me. I'm not buying another one. And the holster's fine. It's just this big chunk of shit, and this holster is actually bigger than the holster for my Glock. So anyway, I just want to get this on my vest. So the holster is like two pieces, so you hold the bottom piece. And, well, hold on. You know, what's fucked up is I just took this shit off right before the chat, too. Popped it off and popped it back on. Why is it not coming off? What the... Mother... Are you fucking for real? What the fuck is happening here? This pops right off. Why is it not coming off now? Oh, I'm gonna get this fucking thing off. I have to get the belt piece off to get the other piece off so that I can put this piece on.
That kind of looks...
It pops right the fuck off.
Oh, so it's not like how like some of the Blackhawk ones you get where you just undo
no,
what it's Allen screw.
I have to fucking replace the whole thing, which is fine. It's Allen screws, but this piece is supposed to slide off. I wonder if why the fuck are you not coming off, you piece of shit? Okay, this is fucking infuriating. Oh, there we go. Anyway, sorry, I'm a retard. So I've got to, I believe, this piece that's left, I need to replace this piece with a piece that attaches directly via Molly so that I can put it on my fucking vest, which, yeah. So I've got this piece here. So I'm going to replace this piece with this piece and attach it to mine vest. Sound good? I think that sounds good to everybody, doesn't it? So I got to replace the screws on this piece after I take the screws out of this fucking thing and take this off. And then we're going to find a good place for it to go on my vest. So we're going to do that real quick and then talk. By the way, y'all can keep talking, asking questions. Trainwreck says, I was watching last night's chat and you mentioned getting a Glock 40. Can't you use your MP 40? I was working, so I might have missed you saying you need to be Glock. Yeah, well, I just need something that works with the same holster that I already have for my for the.
But if your holster's cut for a Glock, I don't think a M&P would fit.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. So let's see. I know I want this on like a cant, so I can get to it because I'm gonna have it set up cross draw. So I think like that. Loaded, locked up on my vest, I think is what I'm gonna go with. So, right, that works. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I'm gonna screw it together and then we'll try it out and see how well it works on the vest. And if it works, it works.
Political Prepper has a good question for you.
What do you got for me? If you were Jack Bauer, what pistol would you choose? If I was Jack Bauer, he ran an HK and a SIG in those, didn't he? Those were the two guns that he ran, I believe, if I remember correct. It was like an HK the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then he ran a SIG after that. SIG would probably make the most sense. Just, you know, you're a fucking, he's a federal law enforcement for a counter-terrorist unit, so SIG would make way more sense than the HK. I would honestly want to run a fucking Beretta. Like if I could run any gun, it'd be a fucking Beretta. But I think for what he does, I mean, the SIG actually made the most sense from that point of view. All right, let's grab my vest. Let's grab my fucking vest here. So this is how I have my vest set up right now, which is pretty simple. I don't have a lot of shit on my vest. This is for my radio. This is my flashlight. This is for my body cam. I don't have a lot of stuff set up on it right now, but I kind of want to do cross draw. So I'm thinking somewhere in this area over here, which means I'm going to have to move my flashlight and see if this will work right here. Let's see. That looks about right. So let's see. Let's get it on and see what we've got here. And let's try the vest on. Let's see if it works. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I think that works. Flip it open. Taser. I think that works. What do you think?
It looks like it will work perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think it
But
works.
my only worry would be is if you get it in a scuffle, how well will that hold up?
Oh, dude, it's fucking bulletproof. Yeah, it's not. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that. And then here's my fucking. I love this fucking radio, by the way. I've got I forget what model this is. Fuck, I can't remember. The SL300. So it's a smaller radio. I bought this one. This one's mine. It's a smaller radio than like all the guys at work use. But they have big chunky ass radios that have multi-channels and all that stuff. But the thing is, we only use 2 channels. So I didn't see a need to be able to cycle through 8 different fucking channels. So I could get this radio, this tiny little fucking radio. Okay, it's got about a 15-mile radius. As long as I'm within 15 miles of our substation, which I'm never that far away. This thing works fucking phenomenally, and it's fucking tiny. It only has 2 channels, which I had them program the 2 channels that we use. And everybody else at work fucking uses those goddamn the speakers. Like they have a big chunky ass radio that's like fucking about this long and about that fucking thick. And because
the Motorola series.
Yeah, and because you don't want to fucking pull it off and on all the time, so you attach the fucking microphone, you know, the handheld piece.
Oh, the Bluetooth one.
Like, dude, this thing weighs less than the fucking microphone piece they have. And because I keep it right here, I have it basically in the same spot where they keep their microphone piece while they wear their fucking radio on their belt and have the fucking cord strung across to their belt. Like, I've tried to tell the dudes at work, I was like, dude, get one of these. These are way better. I don't need a handheld because it's right here. I just hit the button, talk, whatever. I keep it right on my fucking vest. It fucking works. You know what I mean?
Well, you'll be happy to know Jack Bauer did use a Beretta 92.
He did? What? Not consistently.
No, it says just in the earlier seasons. He also used a Glock 17 and 19, SIGs 228 and 229, of course the USP.
Yeah, the USP I knew, and then the
and a Smith & Wesson Model 99, basically the import version of by Smith & Wesson of a Walter P99.
So now I got to figure out where the fuck I'm going to put my flashlight. So let's take my belt here, which I'm not touching anything, YouTube, and I'm not pulling anything out of the holster. This is just my fucking belt. It's a belt. Don't fucking ding me, you motherfucker. I think I can just get my flashlight on the belt.
You know what? If I was Jack Bauer and the way I had to do some of that stuff, I'd probably take a SIG 239.
Oh, motherfucker. See, that's what happens when I mess with my fucking belt. I fucked something up when I took the taser off, and I put the buckle on backwards like a fucking dumbass. Let's fix that, shall we? See, I just messed with this last night. And I put the fucking buckle on backwards. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. So maybe I can get the flashlight. Motherfucker. See, look at me. Just fucking around with shit. So, yeah, that works. You bring my mags up. Then I guess I can clip. I don't want my flashlight there. I'll put the flashlight there. How's that? That works.
I mean, if it's somewhere where you could get it quickly.
Yeah, that works. That works. Nice. I think this is going to work. Taser right there is going to work a lot better than being on my belt, because it used to be right here. And so I've got holster on this side, and fucking you feel like you're this goddamn wide trying to walk around.
Oh, doing that like the Old West gunfighter shuffle.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna fucking work. That's way better getting it off my fucking belt. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Cool, I've got it solved. And back on my fucking chair. There we go. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching me fuck around with that for a little bit. Oh, they gave me new screws. I use the old screws. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Let's see. Yeah, that's where it goes. So now I got my old belt piece that I don't fucking need anymore. That was annoying as fuck. And I got all my shit set up. All right, so we've done that. So y'all got to watch me fuck around with that for a little bit. Now I'm going to put this away somewhere and hope I remember where the fuck it is in case somebody at work needs it. All right. Where the fuck are we at? Mm-hmm. All right, let's catch up with some comments here. Okay, got the Jack Bauer one. Scary says, you can use Blender. Why didn't you just design yourself the Molly attachment? Because I wanted to, I don't know. Because that piece that I bought was only fucking $11. Like,
yeah, and it would probably cost you more to print something than.
I mean, no, but I'd have to go get because I don't have my printer set up, and I'd have to go get it and set it up and fucking get them. Like the time that just spending that $11 saved me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, it's fucking whatever. It was $11 for that piece to get it off my belt and onto my fucking vest. So I'm fine with spending the $11. Fraggle Bacon says, how much does your full vest and gear weigh? I don't know. I mean, the heaviest thing is the belt. I have no idea how much this shit weighs. I mean, Glock 22 holster, handcuffs, 2 loaded magazines, plus the weight of the belt itself. I don't know what that is.
Let's say conservatively, maybe
honestly,
20 pounds.
I mean, yeah, because the vest is kind of hefty. Now, I don't have plates in it, but it's just Kevlar. But it's still a hefty vest. You know what I mean? And then when I add the taser to it and the radio and the light and all the shit. So, I mean, I'm probably carrying an extra 20 pounds.
Well, because I know when I was certified to be fighting fires and all that, and because I work in the equipment side now, a full set of turnout or bunker gear adds 60 pounds across your body.
Well, yeah, because the shit they wear is way more than the shit I wear.
Oh, yeah.
Like even just their fucking, I mean, dude, just the fucking pullovers. How much does that shit fucking weigh?
The coat and pants are roughly about 15 pounds a piece.
Yeah.
Depending on the material it's made out of.
That's a chunk right there, dude.
You could tell I work in the industry still. But just on the safety side of it now.
Yeah. No, I you know, that's the only heavy. I mean, you know, I wear just a pretty standard fucking uniform. So, which is just a, you know, cargo pants, basically. You know, it's all Bauer shit. You know, or is it Bauer or not Bauer? Blower? Is that the company I'm thinking of? Blower makes all.
Yeah, I think they're the most relevant law enforcement / security / corrections guys.
Yeah, I think it's Blower, not Bauer. Blower is the uniforms I've got, and they're pretty standard. Cargo pant uniforms. My shirt's just a pretty standard uniform button-up shirt with the dual pockets that have the top pocket, and then you can zip the sides, and or not zip, I've got Velcro on mine. You can crack them open and get stuff in here, so you can double pocket up on each side. I got lots of space, dude. I carry a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I got one pocket that's for nothing but fucking rubber gloves.
One of the glove pouches.
Yeah, well, I don't even have a glove pouch. I just use one of my cargo pockets and I shove it full of fucking gloves.
I would recommend and they're not that big. Just you could slide a few in there, and it has a cutout so you can easily pull them out if you need them.
I just don't want any more pouches than I fucking need. I've got pouches for stuff, but I don't know. I did buy these new fucking mag pouches because they were cheap. I picked them up for like $12 or something, and they're MOLLE attachment. Although you could also use that to run it through the belt. You can use it for either one. But I kind of like the ones I've got. I don't know which ones. So the ones I've got are the CNS Kydex holster pouches, which I do like, but I kind of wanted to try these open top pouches and see if I like them better, but I don't know. They're a little bit lighter because they're just, I don't know. I'll probably stick with the fucking Kydex ones for now, but I got those because they were cheap. I was like, fuck it, I'll try them. Delina says, just use the light on your pistol. I don't have a light on my pistol. Not that the department has anything against it. I could put a light on my pistol. I just don't have one. So, yeah. And I don't know if I'd probably have to then go buy my own holster to fit the light, which I could do. It's not that big a deal, but I don't know. I kind of like the light that I've got on mine, which is a pretty standard. I mean, it's not anything fucking crazy. I think it's only 1,000 lumens. And it uses CR123s. It's not. I've been thinking about getting one that's rechargeable. I've been looking at the Olight. The two I was looking at was the Olight, I think the Warrior 4, and then I was looking at the Surefire. There was an Olight and a Surefire I was looking at. Picking up, and they're both around $100, and I think one's like 2,600 lumens and the other one's 38. I think the Olight's higher. I think the Olight is like 3,800 lumens, and then the Surefire was like 2,600 lumens, and they're both right around the same price. But for now, this one works. It's a real simple one, but it's real fucking durable. I've had this light for several years, and I like it a lot. But it's got it's just a basic on-off. It's a deep socket single LED setup. It's 1,000 lumens. It's real basic, but it's like bomb-proof. Like, it's only got one setting. There's no adjustments on it, no nothing. It's just on or off, but it fucking works like a motherfucker. So I'm kind of attached to this light, but I know there's better ones out there. So yeah, before I swapped it out for the Olight, this actually used to be on my AR. I had this one mounted on my AR for a long time. It's a really good light, but it's real fucking basic. So I've got some chat from Dr. Phil. Says, been a while, tuned in late. Are the frogs still gay? And number 2, still called taking a Duke? Yes and yes. 100%. All yeses across the board. Mr. Scary says, I've got 8 printers now, LOL, but I still don't know how to use Blender. I have Blender, and I've played around with it, but I don't know a lot about it. So, Jacobo says, how'd you handle the negative temps these past few weeks? Oh, I loved it. Seriously. We were talking about this last night. I mean, dude, 46 years in ball sweat, Texas, North Texas isn't that bad, but 23 years in South Texas. It's going to be a while before I get tired of the cold weather. Right now, I'm still thoroughly enjoying it. I loved it. I love it's fucking. What's the temperature right now? Let's see. What's the temperature right now where I'm at? It is 9 degrees. Wind chill puts it at -2.
Okay. Ooh, I got you beat.
Oh, y'all having a cold snap?
I went to the grocery store this morning just to pick up a few things. It was brutal, and I was wearing my fleece line thermals, and I could feel it through my fleece.
Yeah.
It is 7, but feels like -12
Nice.
here in my neck of the woods of Ohio.
I'm not sitting here saying like I fucking want to hang out outside when it's that cold or anything, but dude, not sweating. I don't go for a couple of decades of literally sweating every day of your life, even in your own house, because the air conditioner just can't keep up with how hot South Texas is. Like, and then go someplace for a while where sweat just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I don't
Till
sweat.
the summer.
Dude, even in the summer, it gets up to like, oh no, it's 90 degrees. Motherfucker, I'm used to 110 with like 1,000% humidity. Okay. The summers here ain't shit. So,
well, my neck of the woods, I'm surrounded by a lot of cornfields, and apparently corn gives off a lot of moisture.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
either way, I am sure at some point I'm going to get tired of the cold weather, but that ain't happened yet. So,
And not to mention,
train wreck says Godzilla is in the Epstein email. I'm crushed.
what?
Yeah. By the way, fuck you, Calhoun Republic. They are not pointed backwards. Okay?
When you...
I fucking bitched out a fucking... so when I went to the police academy, one of the trainers there, when we were doing firearms, we were doing all our weapons training. And he tried telling me the same thing. Dude, your weapons are backwards. You gotta index it with your finger like this. And I was like, you can do that all you want. This is how I carry my magazines. And then he saw me doing reload drills where we would like you load up a bunch of mags and you load like one with 4 rounds, one's a full mag, then another one's got 5 rounds, and so on and so forth. And you fucking just, you know, boom, fire on your target, multiple targets, whatever drill they've set up, and then fucking reload when you run dry and grab your next mag, and you know, oh, is that the full mag? Is that the one that has 4 rounds in it? Whatever. And then he saw me doing reload drills, and he was like, oh, okay, I get it. Because this is how I run my mags, like this. And I know for a lot of the tactitards out there, that's not how you gotta pull the mag out and index it with your finger and get up in your workspace and get that magazine in there. That's not how I load. I grab them. I'm gonna show you this shit because I heard this from some trainer dude, and then he saw me doing.
For
reload.
all intents and purposes, this is being done with airsoft.
Yes. Well, I'm not gonna pull the gun out, but so I had my belt. So he wanted me to have them in there like this, so that when you pull them, you pull it out and you index. And he was doing all this. He's like, pull it out and you index it in your gun. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, I don't do shit that way. I keep them in like this. And I was doing reload drills, and I pulled it out and got it right in the gun. And he was like, "Oh, you do it just fine." I don't know. That's how I carry my mags. That's how I've always carried my mags.
That's just the way you taught yourself to do it.
I grab my mags in a way. The way I grab the mag, if it's faced backwards, the way I grab the mag, pull, my finger is already there, right where. Like that's anyway. It's what works for me. And I've had people before try to tell me, oh, your mags are backwards. Yeah, tactitard. Maybe for you, but not for me. This is how I carry my fucking mags. Okay? It works for me. I can reload quick as shit. I don't have a problem. Leave me the fuck alone. Anyway. I'm giving Calhoun Republic some shit. No, it's just because I've heard that shit before. Like, dude, this is how I carry my mags. It's how I'm comfortable carrying the mags. It's how I like to fucking carry the mags. It's how, when I grab the mag, I expect it to be a certain way to fucking do a reload. And that's what works for me. I know it's not tactical. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna change it.
Lead Lace has got a good one for you in the comments.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to go through them in order here. All Thumb says, I just tuned in. Are you a cop? I'm a cop.
Cop adjacent.
I'm a cop. I am actually a sworn-in police officer. Was sworn in the city of Flint. I'm a sworn officer. I am a police officer, but I work for a private corporation. I do not work for a jurisdiction. I don't work for a city or a county, and I only work on private property. So, yeah, I'm private police is essentially what I am. I am an actual private police officer.
Or if you've ever watched Chicago PD, Special Police.
Special Police, yeah. So, I've never watched that show, but I'll take.
Oh, it's a good show. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's like, so. I mean, because corporations can do that, and there's even some cities that do that, where they have police officers, where you'll have like a county sheriff, but then the individual's officers are run by a corporation, and the corporation, instead of like paying taxes to fucking your county or your city, you pay a fee to a corporation who provides police, right? So anyway, I'm a cop on private property is what it is. That's all it is. I'm just private police. It's nothing fancy. It is the only level of policing I would do, because the things that I do, being that I'm always operating on private property, means that I don't do any of the shit that I fucking hate cops for doing. I don't pull people over. I don't fucking harass people on public property. If I arrest you, it's because you were fucking doing something you shouldn't do on private property. So, yeah.
See, at one time, I was entertaining the idea of going and getting certified as a police officer, just so I could work for the county park district. Because I'm like, I don't want to be a normal law enforcement official. I'm like, if I'm working for a park district, I'm at least outside all the time.
Yeah.
And the interactions I'm going to have are largely going to be like, hey, I get it. You got lost for a little bit. Here we go.
Political purposes, I literally just put my range belt on and turn my mags like you have them. I can't load them without having to turn my wrist weird. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It works for me. But I understand that is not the tactical way to do it. For some reason, it works for me because of how I grab the magazines when they're on my belt. Like, they go straight into the fucking gun. And I don't have to... For me, it feels weird to turn my hand the other way. Because, so I grab my mags, I reach down, and my hand is, like, the back of my hand is out to my side when I grab my mags. To turn them the other way, I'd have to turn my hand like this to index this finger on the front of the magazine and reach my hand down that way and grab them. And that feels weird to me, to do that. You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know. That's just the way I've always carried mags. Whenever I've carried mags, whenever I was, like, you know, concealed carrying or whatever, I've always carried them that way. So when I got this job, I started carrying them that way. And nobody said anything to me until I fucking went to weapons training, and they're like, "Oh, you're carrying your fucking magazines backwards." And I'm like, "Dude, this is how I always carry them." He's like, "Okay, well, you might want to think about turning around. Might make you quicker on your reloads." And this was before we even did reload drills. And then he saw me do reload drills, and he was like, "All right, you're cool." And I was like, "Good," because I told you, I do them the other way, I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fucking try and load my mag backwards or some shit. Because the point of the reload drills is you don't know how many fucking rounds you have in each magazine, right? So you don't know when it's going to go dry, and you're given a fucking specific amount of time to get off the shots on the targets. And so you can't fucking sit there and fuck around with your mags. You have to get the next round loaded. You know what I mean? And fucking keep going because you've got a time limit. And if I turned my magazines around the other way, like the dude told me to, I'd have fucking been slow. Scary says, "Are you ambidextrous?" No, I'm not. But you know what I found out when I went to weapons training? Because I'd never done left-handed drills before. I'm actually pretty goddamn good with my left-handed, one-handed, left-handed shooting. Because I'm right-handed. But shooting with my left hand, I'm actually pretty fucking good.
Oh, I suck with my left hand.
Dude, and I think, you know what I think it is? I think it's because you don't, when you're shooting offhanded like that, you know, when you're shooting like a radio side or whatever you want to call it, you're not fucking thinking. You're just like, I'm going to fuck this up anyway, so who gives a shit? So you don't overthink it. You just shoot in the general direction that you need to shoot, right? Because I was having to do, we were at in the left-handed shooting shit or offhand or whatever. We only did that at we were doing that at 3 and 5 yards, so we weren't doing it very far away. You know what I mean? But we're shooting at a target that's about that big, you know. And we were doing 5 shots at a time, and I would come up left-handed, and I'd get all 5 rounds at 3 and 5 yards in that. And I was like, fuck. Like, I impressed myself because I've never done left-handed training. Like, I've fucked around at the range. You know what I mean? You know what
yes,
I mean?
yeah.
Kimbo shit, and you fuck around at the range, but I've never actually seriously tried. Like, I've never done any serious fucking training offhand shooting, you know, with my left hand. So I never really fucking thought about it. Never really, you know what I mean? And you probably should. Like, I get why they train us to do that, you know, because you might need to in a bad situation. But I never did. It was one of those things I never fucked around with, never trained on. And so I had never tried it in any serious way. And now here you are at fucking, you know, with a fucking instructor and time limits and all this shit, and you're like, oh fuck, how bad is this gonna? Because I'm thinking I'm not gonna get any fucking hits on target, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm lucky if I get one, you know. So, but I did good. But I think it's because I wasn't thinking about it. You know, I guarantee you, if I had concentrated too much, I would have fucked up. I'd have winged all my shots.
See, that's what happens when I try. Like, if I take it serious and try to actually practice with my shooting from my left hand, I don't hit nothing.
Yeah.
But I don't practice as much as I should.
Yeah.
But I just practice enough so that way I can be comfortable with it if I have to. I'm like, I might get a hit, I might not, but hey. It's just not anything I ever did until that. So, yeah. But like I said, I think the only reason I did good was just because I wasn't overthinking. I just assumed that I was going to be shit, so I didn't even really put too much effort into it. You know what I mean? So, the other thing that I'm actually pretty good at is point shooting. You know, just pulling and shooting from the hip.
So those were the point shooting was where I fucking I did best. I hated fucking. We did a bunch of barricade shooting, left side barricade. I say I'm awful. I'm awful at barricade shooting. What I mean by awful is like I'm still hitting the dude, but you know when you're doing fucking weapons training and they have like a combat ring that's like this fucking big, and you're supposed to get inside that, and doing left side barricade shooting. I mean, I did get inside that, but there were several times I winged shots and like shot the dude in his dick or his upper thigh because I would like wing a shot fucking low left.
Butters, you're not supposed to shoot people in the dick.
I still hit the motherfucker. Okay, I would have got him either in the dick or his like femoral artery. Okay, but I'm just saying that because when you're doing left-handed barricade shooting, they want you to put as little of your fucking body outside of the barricade as possible, right? And for a right-handed shooter to shoot off the left side of a barricade, and they only want like from your shoulder and then this arm and then like this much of your fucking face to be able to be seen from the barricade. They don't want any of your lower body. You're supposed to like fucking plant your leg right at the edge of the barricade so that your leg and your body and all that shit doesn't come out from the left side. So imagine as a right-handed shooter, you're trying to do this shit and hit a fucking target 42 feet away.
It would be like,
I'm like, dude, this is fucking. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck, and I did. I fucked it up a lot before.
I would have just looked at the instructor. My smart ass would have came out and be like, yeah, I'm right-handed. How am I supposed to do this?
Yeah. Doing off the right-hand side of a barricade, I'm fine, you know. So, but doing left side of a barricade, dude, I was like, I had to fucking really concentrate to fucking do it because they give you, you know, you have X amount of rounds and X amount of time to fucking. What you're supposed to do is you start shooting left side, then you drop ammo, do a reload, then come off the right side and repeat rounds. And like I would like the first couple times I did it, I was like fucking up on the left and then drop reload on the right, come off, and then fucking nail rounds. And I was like, fuck. And I'd see some fucking round or two like in the fucking silhouette's fucking dick or his fucking leg or whatever. I'm like, oh, fucker. So All Thumb says, do you run a red dot on your duty pistol? I do not. No, just run irons. So,
ooh.
I mean, if I was allowed to like get my own gun, I would put more effort into it. Like I'd probably like if they said, hey, we'll let you use whatever you want, I'd probably run a red dot. I'd probably have a light on it. But I have to use their shit. And I'm not happy about it, to be honest, because I don't like 40. So I run a Glock 22, and I haven't put any effort into it. Like I said, I don't run a light on it because honestly, I don't want to fucking go buy another holster that has a light on it for a gun that I don't even really want to be running anyway. I'd rather run a fucking 17. And if they would let me use my own gun, I would run a fucking 17 with a light and a fucking red dot on it. But they don't. They make me use a 22. Well, I could use a 22 or a 23. I went with 22. Unfortunately, it's a Gen 4. I got a Gen 4, which I don't like. I wish I could have got a Gen 3, but that's what they had available at the time. So, I mean, it's fine. I'm nitpicking. I'm bitching. You know, I'd rather shoot 9 than 40. I'd rather shoot a Gen 3 than a Gen 4. But look, there's nothing wrong with the fucking gun. It's fine. It's a good duty pistol. So. Calhoun says, you think this is Star Wars or something? All you need is the iron sights that come on the gun, Sonny. Back in my day, we didn't have no laser dot sights and mess. Yeah, that is all I run. I run irons. I would love to run a red dot. But that gun's not set up for it. And although our weapons guy, our armorer, is trying to work and has been for a few months to try and get us new guns. He wants us to switch to 9mm that are ready set up for red dots. That's what the armor wants for us. He has not been able to successfully talk our top man into switching to that, because like I was talking about on the show last night, the guy that runs the entire police department is obsessed with 40. He's like, but dude, we've all talked to him too. We're like, like 60% of the rest of the country has already moved back to 9mm, and 100% of federal law enforcement has already moved back to 9mm. And he won't budge, man. He's like a fucking dyed-in-the-wool fucking 40 caliber fan. And he's like, no, we're gonna run 40s, and it's his fucking decision. He makes the decision on that shit. So,
hey, Matt. I'm looking up some of the coverage from this year's SHOT Show.
Yes.
Steyr has 2 new handguns.
Steyr?
Yeah.
Let me pull this up because we were going to look at this shit anyway.
There's some interesting stuff. Ooh.
I don't know. If I was going to get a Target 22, I'd get like a Browning bookmark or something. You know what I mean?
One that they just introduced is the Smith & Wesson Shield X Carry Comp model. I might pick one of those up down the road.
I wish I liked Kimber. That's a cool looking gun.
Yeah, but look, they've gone downhill.
Well, I mean, dude, when my Kimber that I had was like 15 fucking years ago, and it was a piece of shit back then. So that left a bad taste in my fucking mouth for Kimber for a very long time. So,
apparently there's a SR3M clone being made.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, apparently, from what I hear, Russia's mad about that because they're like, "Oh, America stole our copyrights." No, we're cloning it. Yeah, because I got it pulled up on my laptop. No, my bad. My phone, firearms blog. I'm looking at some of the stuff they have.
Ooh, staccato. That'd be fun. Never gonna buy one of those. Too goddamn expensive. FN309.
That seems interesting.
Gen 6s. I do want to get my hands on a Gen 6. I've heard they're really good. I mean, I don't know.
That's what I've been hearing too.
Because, I mean, I've been a solid fan of the Gen 3 for a long time. I don't really like the Gen 4s. The Gen 5s are marginally better than the Gen 4s, but still don't like them as much as the fucking Gen 3s. You know. So, but I've heard really good things about the Gen 6. I would like to try one out. You know?
Ooh, here's an interesting one I just found. Bronco Arms is making a SPAS 12 clone. Yeah.
Is it good?
I'm pulling it up now on Firearms blog, so give me a second. It says, of course, it's by a Turkish firearms manufacturer, so who knows if will it be good or meh.
Yeah.
So it bears a very strong resemblance to the SPAS 12, but with differences They didn't share all the details, but that's what we know for now. It says that it's going to be referred to as the SPS-12F. It says it's going to be both gas-operated, semi-automatic, and pump, like the original is. But they said that they're waiting for the ATF to determine whether or not they can import it.
Smith & Wesson M&P 10mm carry comp. I want to get a 10mm. I don't have one in my collection, but I want a 1911 10mm. I want that Rock Island. I forget the model number of it, but that full-size 10mm Rock Island has.
Oh, they introduced a new folding shotgun.
Oh, those I don't need a Smith & Wesson M&P. I already have one, and it's not like I'm going to move over to Smith & Wesson M&Ps. But those metal HDs, those metal framed, those alloy framed M&Ps look really nice.
I've been wanting to get one so bad, just an M&P in general, but I think I might get one of those carry comp Shield X's.
I've got an M&P. The only M&P I have is a 40. It's the only 40 I own. And I like it. It's a really good gun. Honestly, I like M&Ps better than Glocks, but they just don't have the support. You know what I mean? Glocks are everywhere. Parts are everywhere. Everybody knows how to work on them. You can get them cheaper because you can buy trade-ins and shit. I actually like M&Ps.
Oh, here you go. 50th anniversary reproduction Beretta 92 SB.
That'd be cool. You know what I want to get? I was telling my wife this the other day. I want to get the 301. I want to say it's the 301, the Rock Island 301. It's a compact double stack 45 1911. And they're not that expensive. They're around $600. Something for a daily carry. Is it the 301? Now I got to look it up. Let's see.
Oh, here it is. It was the Tippmann Ordnance one. That's that weird pump action 380 that they're calling the pirate gun.
Is that it? 301. Is that what it's called? Uh, 310. Sorry, that's what it is. It's not 301. Rock Island BBR 310. Or sorry. Fucking this shit up. 3.10. 3.10. This thing right here. I can't really pull it up because it'll show prices and YouTube won't allow that. So I'm not gonna do that. But it's like a subcompact double stack 45. And I really want one. Like I really, really want one. Look at that. That'd be a great daily carry. 10 plus 1 of 45 in a tiny ass little package. That would be awesome. Yeah, I definitely want one of these. Anyway, all right, back to looking at new guns. Sorry. Apologies, audience. So, just looking at the staccato made me fucking think of that.
Oh, and apparently Langdon Tactical is going to have a LTT version of the new Beretta 80X. Oh,
I mean, the one
right
I
there.
have on the screen right now?
Yeah.
There you go. Super chat from Calhoun says, read last chat for nostalgia. He says, us OG, remember when you had the Para compact double stack 1911? Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. It was a long time ago. I like the Para. I don't know if are Para even still making guns anymore? I don't know if they are.
I don't know. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Para Ordnance was the company that I want to say in the late 90s, but certainly by the early to mid 2000s. They were like the company, in my opinion, that brought back 1911s. Like they basically took, 1911's been around for a really long time, but they had for a while been basically, you know, people just looked at 1911s like old fogey guns, right? Like they weren't cool because this was at the time when Glocks were becoming cool and all this shit. And Para Ordnance came out and was like, we're gonna take a 1911 and make it fucking tactical. We're gonna make 1911s fucking cool again. And was it 1990 button wrinkles? Okay, earlier than I thought. Well, anyway, either way, I give them full credit for making 1911s cool again. And not that I like a tacked out 1911, because I really don't. I prefer classic 1911s by and large. I don't like overly tactical 1911. However, I give them full credit for making an entire new generation think 1911s were cool again at a time when a lot of people didn't really think 1911s were cool guns. I give Para Ordnance full credit for that. So, good on them. Kind of sucks that they're not around anymore, but Beretta's set up for optics. The M9A4. Yeah, but it's still got that fucking Vertec grip. Which I don't like that grip, man. I like the classic grip. Kimber Warrior. It's a 2011. 9mm 45 and 10mm. We got the FN309, which we already looked at. Springfield Echelon. Yeah, fuck you, Springfield. Okay, nothing there. Best new concealed carry pistols of SHOT Show 2026. What do we got? The Staccato C4X. Yeah, if you want to drop $4,000 on a gun, it's awesome. I, however, do not.
If I'm dropping $4,000 on a gun, it's going to be a Gen 2 FN 5.7.
It's going to be something. It's going to, you know what? If I'm dropping that $4,000 on guns, it's going to be guns, plural. It's going to be
so you wouldn't drop $4,000 to say you finally have a machine gun, ho ho ho.
You can't get a machine gun for $4,000. I mean, if you could, yes, but you can't. So
that is why I'm so hoping the NFA gets overturned now.
Let's see. HK Duo VP9A1K and the CC9. That's cool. CC9. That looks like it. I mean, it's HK. So let's see. Do we have a price on it? Oof. $900. It's basically $1,000.
For a Taurus?
No. That was a fucking.
Oh,
HK.
for the HK.
Yeah. Dr. Phil dropped in the super chat. Those Steyrs are just the entire Eric's line rebadged to Steyr. Rex 02 and ATD. The other ATC is the Alpha. Steyrs just what? Steyrs just fucking slapping their name on Eric shit? Or did they? Is it actually Steyr makes their own guns? Or are you saying they just copied the design? I still like the Steyr, like L9 and M9 line. Those fucking things are
Yeah,
awesome.
didn't you get one of those?
I did. I got an M9. Well, L9. Sorry, I've got the full size.
Yeah, because I remember you talking about it, and
Yeah.
you said it had a weird, like, triangle sight alignment.
It's not weird. It's awesome. The sight on it is awesome. It's like really, really easy to pick up and line up. Way easier than a standard sight. Because the rear sight looks like, well, here. Because I can't show shit on here, but so the rear sight has a triangle shaped notch cut out of it like that, right? And then the front sight is a triangle. So all you do is line up the triangle in the triangle silhouette, and boom, you're on target.
So basically all you got to do is complete the pyramid.
Right, exactly. That's all it is. So, they're great sights. I love it. More 365s. Don't really care, to be honest.
Hey, I like the one I got, but it's just a standard P365.
I'm not saying they're bad guns. It's just, there's not really anything greatly new about them. So all right. Let's see. New rifles. What do they have via rifles? Hunting rifles. Although I do like CVA's rifles. Franchi? I don't even know if I've heard of that brand before.
Spaz 12 manufacturer.
Rugers. Oh, Rugers. American Generation 2 with the patrol model. Ooh, 5.56 millimeter, 308, magazine fed. It's not set up like a scout gun, but it is a nice setup.
Does it come in 450 Bushmaster?
No, it does not.
Dang it.
That's nice. I like that.
Well, I know the H&R is bringing out more of their like retro models of ARs again.
Let me ask the audience something like, so Savage, new line, their RXR 22s. I own, I think I have one or two Savages right now. One of them is a 22. Fucking phenomenal gun. So
the Axis series are great.
Oh yeah, and I love Savage and all that. So I'm not knocking the guns themselves or their functionality or anything, but to me, that shit right there is fucking ugly. It
looks like a low poly 1022
BB gun or something that would be in a sci-fi show. Like, it looks like it's just trying to be cool and futuristic or something. I don't know what it is. It just looks ugly to me. Is it just me? Audience, let me know. Is that ugly? I feel like that's ugly. It's an ugly fucking rifle. I get it's probably practical. It probably shoots great. You know what I mean? But that just looks hideous to me. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Yes, it is ugly. Thank you, Calhoun. It's ugly, man. I don't like the way that looks at all. And I'm sure it's a fantastic fucking rifle. I'm sure it shoots like a fucking dream. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. It just looks fucking hideous. Spando Arms. That's a nice looking rifle. I like that. Pre-ported barrel. 308. Built around the Remington 700 short action. Huh. That's a nice looking rifle. Taylor & Company. A 9mm lever action. Huh. Oh, not for that price. TriStar. Springfield. And that's all for that one.
I did hear that they had at SHOT Show some of the new production M1s from CMP.
What are they running for?
I have no clue, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be a pretty penny.
Oh yeah, they're going to be hefty. Is that the barrel or is that missing a barrel? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Is that the whole barrel? Wait, is that a suppressed? Is that suppressed? Short rifle, fully optic. Yeah, okay. So that's an integrally suppressed fucking barrel. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and it packs up nice. FN Scar. I mean, Seekins SIC. Yeah. Overly tactical. Gara. Nemo Arms Electus. Never heard of these. Target
Only
right.
time I've heard of Nemo Arms is because they've done ARs in like 338 or 30-06.
Yeah, and most of these are just bolt actions. Oh, Savage 110. Those are good rifles. I do like those. Oh, new designs, but basically the same rifle. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. 308. Got a nice wood stock. Magazine fed. I wonder what kind of magazines it takes. Ooh, compatible with AICS mags. So you can get mags for it fairly easily. Decent MSRP. That's a nice rifle. I like that.
You only like it because you can polish the wood.
Oh, it looks nice just like it is. It's decked out, ready to scope. Magazine fed. I like that. That's nice. Browning left-hand bolt. And that's it for that one. Let's see. Oh, this is supposed to be the rifle page. Apparently it's not. So that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure that's not all the guns, but that's all the ones I could find.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as like the next few weeks roll around, we'll be seeing more in details on stuff.
Yeah, stuff actually coming out and being released and being able to fucking get a hold of it and order it and all that shit. Dudley says, Mossberg's new Maverick 88 semi-auto, which I did see, is made in Turkey instead of America. Yeah, because it's just a Turkish semi-auto that they're slapping the fucking the name on. Which I'm not a fan of Turkish guns. So I did see it. It looked nice. But not a fan of Turkish guns. Oh, Grumpy says, I love polishing my wood. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, boy. Got any more naked pictures of yourself, Grumpy Bear? For those that don't remember, Grumpy dropped some pictures of himself completely naked on my Discord with an AR covering all the naughty bits. Yep. So
that sounds like an accident waiting to happen.
I mean, he was drunk as shit. At least that's what he told me when he posted them. So I don't know.
Once again, an accident waiting to happen.
Well, it's not like he had the fucking gun pointed at his dick. He just had it like hanging in front of him so that you couldn't see the naughty bits. Randy's like, why? I don't know. He was drunk. That's why he did it, I guess. Yeah, he's just cleaning his gun naked, as we all do from time to time. Nothing wrong with that. A little naked gun cleaning. Just don't accidentally get your balls or your weenus caught in the action, and you should be fine. Who doesn't love to clean a gun naked, right? He was safe. It wasn't an SKS. It's true. Tis true. Well, that's all the gun stuff that I had. I don't know. This is hot. My pants were off.
Ooh, Henry has one called the SPD Predator.
Does it look cool?
Mag-fed lever gun. That's scope ready.
Not bad. I'm not sure about
chambered in 5.56.
Mag-fed lever gun. I don't know. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just a traditionalist when it comes to that. It's like, if I want a mag-fed 5.56, I'll buy an AR. If I want a lever gun, I want a lever gun. You know, I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. Everybody's opinion is different. I'm sure some people love that there's a 5.56 lever gun that's magazine fed. And I guess, you know, now that I think about it, I guess in like prohibited states and shit, why not? Right? It's not semi-auto, doesn't have a pistol grip. So it probably is a way to get a magazine fed 5.56 that, you know, you can actually get a hold of, unlike, you know, in these restricted states where getting an AR is a pain in the dick or whatever, right? So when I think about it from that aspect, it makes sense for some people. You know, you want something that you can, that's in 5.56, that's magazine fed, that you can fire quickly, and lever action's nice quick way to be able to do that. So yeah, okay, never mind. I'm changing my mind on this as I'm thinking about it. So it does make sense. Not for everybody, but for certain people in certain areas, yes, it makes sense. So, all right, I've changed my mind. Yep. It was hot. My pants were off. Colin says, I'm sure the M1 could do a lot of damage and the opening is even larger. It's true. Lele says, I heard an interesting movie theory about Predator /T2 the other day. Arnold surviving Predator turned him into a war hero, and Cyberdyne based the T-800 after him. You know, now that you say that, I've heard that before. I've heard that before that the T-800 was based off of Dutch. Like, yeah, that he was I have heard that theory before. It's a cool theory. I like that theory. Yeah, Dutch was who Cyberdyne used to base their skin jobs off of.
Yeah.
What?
I got the reference.
Yeah. Althum says, I have a 12 gauge lever gun, destroys my shoulder, but it's pretty cool, like the one in Terminator. Yeah, they're not the greatest guns in the world. It's they're all based off of the Winchester. Is it the 1895? Am I thinking of the right model number? The Winchester 1895 is the lever action shotgun. They're not the most like reliable things, and they're kind of clunky. But they're cool. Just again, I know I certainly have, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have. You've bought guns because you saw it in a fucking movie, right? Like, yeah.
Or in my case, a TV show.
Thank you, Delina. 1887, not 1885. 1887, Winchester 1887. Thank you. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool.
Ooh, PSA came out with the AXR at
Which one's the AXR?
apparently their take on the ACR.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Because they're gonna start pumping that one out in several different configurations.
Yeah, because it's saying here, from what I'm looking at, isn't a specific firearm. It's a whole family of rifles, pistols, shotguns, and PDWs.
Yeah, it's gonna be they posted a video before SHOT Show showing them off. They posted like a fairly long video. I can't remember what it was, and they showed off the whole thing. Let's see.
Oh, and Keltec has the PR3AT, which is basically just a stripper clip version of the P3AT.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it here. AXR. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking mute it though. For those wondering, this is what Firefighter was talking about. This is the video they posted this like 3 weeks ago, I want to say. So this is their AXR series that they're going to be offering in a lot of different configurations and rifle, pistol, shotgun, SSP, which is, yeah, this is their ACR / SCAR / whatever kind of style rifle, which looks cool, man. I like it.
It does. It does.
Format, that SPR format looks fucking sweet, dude. And the fact that you can get it a hell of a lot cheaper than a fucking ACR or SCAR. I mean, it's still going to be expensive compared to their other shit, but it'll be relatively cheaper than going and buying a fucking SCAR. But, and then they've got it a longer barrel, kind of a standard version, I think, with a 16-inch barrel, or it may be 14.5 pinned and welded. I can't remember. Or probably both, because you know them, they offer it in fucking everything, you know. But yeah, it's real fucking, you can swap it in and out and do different things. You can have the brace on it, or you can have the full length with the fucking stock. But I like that SBR one. Left side charging. Then we've got their shotgun, their AXR shotgun, which is,
that does look a little bit cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. It's very much based off the Mossberg 500. It's probably a Mossberg 500 clone with some internal differences, or with some outside differences, like where the fucking safety is and shit. But I think the action of that is probably a fucking Mossberg, basically a Mossberg 500 clone. But very modular. I don't know. To me, that's a little much for a fucking shotgun. You know what I mean? So, but this is so they're doing the whole thing where you've got the gun, and the only serialized part is the trigger group, you know? So that's what this pistol.
Well, let's hope they learned from the issues with a certain that did the same thing.
Well, the thing was, SIG did it first with the 250 line and didn't have any problems. It wasn't until the 320s came out that they started having fucking problems, because they made changes to it. But they had already done it. The 250 line, which was originally a line that was designed for law enforcement, had that whole swappable trigger group. That's where they first started using that. Now the 250 line didn't do well and didn't really get popular in law enforcement circles or anything, but yeah, you can swap it out and do compact and full size and subcompact and all that kind of stuff. And again, it's just you're swapping the trigger. My thing is, I don't know if it's just me. I'm gonna put this out there to the fucking chat, because maybe it's just me. I don't want to fucking, like, let's say, okay, today I want to grab my fucking compact gun. Okay, let me disassemble my full size, pull out the trigger group, put it in the fucking compact frame and slide, and put it together and go carry. I would rather just buy two guns. You know what I mean? So this is this whole swappable trigger group has never been something I've given a shit about, because it's not something that I see an advantage in, because I'm gonna buy two guns anyway. I want two complete guns. It's like, you know, when people fucking are like, oh, I bought this fucking 300 blackout upper for my AR. Cool. So you really only have one gun, because you only got one gun at a time that's fucking working. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something I care about. If I want a compact gun, I'm gonna get a separate fucking gun, even if it's the same thing, like I do with Glocks. I've got my 17, I've got my 26. I wouldn't want to have to swap trigger groups out between the two guns just to get whatever gun I needed at that particular point in time. It's just not. I don't know. Well, is that something you would even be interested in?
Not really. Like, yeah. I have an OG 320, like, before they issued the, like, first round of recalls to try to fix them. Yeah. So mine's, like, legit OG Gen 1, like, before the voluntary recall, because I didn't send it in.
Yeah. I don't know. Ledlace has a point. Trigger group thing is a workaround to the commies' one handgun a month unconstitutional BS. I guess. But still, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's not something I would give a shit about. It's not something I do give a shit about. But, and then their PDW line, which is, I don't know. I don't like these things. I've never liked these things. Let's fucking make a pistol that you have a brace and a fucking extra, point to hold on to. To me, it's like that takes away all the advantages of having a pistol. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Like you haven't extended the barrel, so you're not getting any better performance out of your gun, right? You've just added a bunch of shit, made it heavier, made it longer because of the fucking brace, added more shit. Like, dude, at that point, just fucking, I don't know, buy an AR pistol or something. Buy an actual 9mm carbine. Buy a Streebog. Buy a CZ Scorpion. Buy something that has a longer barrel that's going to give you better ballistics and performance out of your 9mm or 40 or 45 round. Because that's not going to shoot any better than a fucking regular old fucking pistol. So, I don't know. Super chat from Dr. Phil says, seen my last non-SC, the swappable features BS. The Beretta APX SIG 320 are fairly easy to pull apart, and frames are $50. You still only have one gun. And that's the thing, right? Like, it's cool, and I'm glad there's innovative shit going on. And I mean, I don't have a problem with, doing cool stuff with guns, but like in the end, I don't want just one gun that I'm sitting there swapping pieces and parts around with, unless for some reason I'm like, I only need one fucking gun, which I would never say that, because that's blasphemy, and fuck anybody who would say that. But if for some reason I was of that mindset that I only needed one firearm, but I did want some options for my one firearm to suit different situations, then sure, I guess, but it still seems kind of fucking pointless to me. So, I don't know. But anyway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is about that time. Been going about an hour and a half. It's about time to start wrapping this one up. I'm going to go hang with my wife. We're going to go watch a movie.
Ooh, what movie?
Well, actually a TV show, but we're going to go watch the newest episode of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which just dropped. So, which we were just talking about last chat. Yeah. So any last minute questions out there, chat? Questions, comments, statements? Feel free to drop them in as we're winding this one down for the evening. But yeah, it's a good chat. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this every week for at least the next 3 weeks. We'll be doing a geek chat on Saturday nights, followed by a guns and politics chat. Since I am off every weekend for the next few weeks. After that, it'll go back to every other weekend like it has been. But for now, I'm going to be doing them every week. So we will see you back here. Same Matt time, same Matt channel. Well, I mean, I do the Friday night chat too. So we'll see you back here next Friday. So that is it. So long. All you wonderful people, enjoy the rest of your fucking weekend. And have a great fucking day. And we'll see you guys next time. So, as usual, deuces, yo, shall not pee in fridge, all that good shit. And we'll see you guys later. Take it easy, guys.